Test, test. Test, test, test.
We have kept you waiting over long, I fear.
Not to worry, Alphino. We had some rather fine mulled wine to keep us company. Truth be told, you could have delayed your arrival a few moments more.
Gibrion got the spicing just right this time. His latest batch is not only delicious and warming, but soothing to the humours.
Indeed. But 'twas not to soothe our humours that we gathered here.
Ah, no, quite right. The matter of that poor dragoon.
You have discovered something. A means to save him?
Let us not jump to conclusions, shall we? Assess the facts presented, then make an educated analysis, as you were taught.
Pray, cast your mind back to the moment of Estinian's transformation. Do you recall how you described it to us? You spoke of the sudden pangs which racked his body when he took up both of Nidhogg's eyes, and of how his form was twisted thereafter into a shadowy semblance of the Great Worm.
When he appeared at Falcon's Nest, the worm's eyes were fused to his mail.
Would that only his armor had been corrupted. Snaking forth from the eyes, I descried dark tendrils which entangled his very being. His ether has been all but smothered.
Then he is lost to us forever?
What did I just say about jumping to conclusions? Y'shtola clearly stated all but smothered. As I later discovered, her impression matched my own. Though Nidhogg's presence filled my mind's eye, beneath his seething aura, I sensed the merest hint of something else. And after listening to Y'shtola's observations, I became more certain of my suspicion that the something else I'd sensed was, in fact, the trace of a different will, submerged in the sea of Nidhogg's rage.
You mean...
Yes, 'tis like that Estinian spirit yet lingers.
Can we not wrest him from Nidhogg's grasp, then? Tear the eyes from the armor?
We know not if that would serve to separate Worm's soul from man's. None have ever attempted such a feat.
Should it offer even the faintest hope of success, then by the gods, I shall be the first to try.
Alphino. By all means, hold fast to your hope, but be mindful of the dangers. Even should you succeed in excising the eyes from the dragoon's mail, we have no way of knowing if your friend's soul would survive so violent a separation. And that is to say nothing of the possibility that his would-be savior might become Nidhogg's next host.
But what other choice remains to us? Should the opportunity present itself, I will tear those foul orbs from Estinian's armor and trust in the resilience of his soul, even at the risk of mine own.
Ah! I found you at last! A messenger of the Temple Knights came to the manor some few hours past. The Lord Commander humbly requests the company of the Warrior of Light and Master Alphino.
Sir Emmerich would speak with us. Very well, thank you, Anawa.
'Twould seem duty calls. Pray see to yours, and we shall return to ours.
Thank you, Y'shtola, Kryl. Your words have given me hope where there was none. Come then. Sir Emmerich awaits.
Alphino is allowing his feelings for this dragoon to cloud his thoughts. I worry he may do something rash. Keep an eye on him, would you?
They think more of their friends' deliverance than their foes' defeat. But will history commend their fealty or condemn their folly?
The conference held at Falcon's Nest was to be a celebration of the reconciliation twixt man and dragon. But the lingering shade of Nidhogg, clad in the flesh of the Azure Dragoon, did mark the occasion by spilling the blood of his own kind. A timely atrocity to remind the children of Ishgard that the Dragonsong War.
Yes, I was muted that entire time. Good. Yes. Glad that happened.
And when fear gave way to fury, the call to arms rang out anew. Death to Nidhogg. Death to Nidhogg.
Doesn't matter, I didn't say much during any of that anyway. Oops. Whee! But yes, this is the Cabbage Patch stream. I also said something about how exactly Alphino is planning on ripping the eyes out of Estinian's armor. Planning on just tying him down to a chair and trying to rip him out that way. I don't think you're exactly going to be able to get too close to him. Do you guys think my boyfriend will still like me even though I'm a midget now? Aiming, I guess. Food. Might Sir Emmerich perchance have received word of a Dravanian advance? Or half they've located that is to say, perhaps Nidhogg has been found. Come on, I would hear what the Lord Commander has to say. Hey, you guys did this over a year ago. I'm exactly the same as I've always been.
Thank you for coming.
Nothing is amiss at all.
You have had news of Nidhogg?
Pay never mind to the fact that I'm shorter now.
Alas not. Our scouts range far and wide, but they have as yet found no trace of the Great Worm.
We dispatched an elite unit of dragoons to reconnoiter the churning mists, but even they returned empty-handed.
A pity.
Fear not, Alphino. We shall see the worm again soon enough. His words at Falcon's Nest attest to that. Indeed, he is like to come sooner than we would wish.
I assume Ishgard's defenses are being bolstered as we speak?
With all haste. I mean to call upon every able-bodied warrior at our disposal, from the Knights of the Four Houses to the men and women of the Watch. But I did not summon you to discuss strategy.
What then would you have of us, my lord?
I will speak plain. Now that Nidhogg is possessed of both of his eyes, no mortal force we can muster will repel him. That being the case, we must needs recruit an ally of equal strength.
Are we gonna call a primal?
You speak of Heavensward?
I do. To whom else could we turn?
That he is Nidhogg's equal, I do not deny. Nor can I name another. But convincing the reclusive creature to do battle with his own brood brother will be... how shall I put this?
It will be no small undertaking, yes. Estinian's report was most particular about Heavensward's unwillingness to involve himself in the affairs of men. But much has changed since your visit to Somal. And if there is even a chance that the dragon may be swayed, I must plead our case. Whatever price the dragon asks of me, I shall pay it. Such was my oath, to defend the people of Ishgard.
He might change his mind, since...
The battle with Nidhogg will mark the end of my tenure as the acting head of church and state.
Oh, damn.
Will you help me discharge this final duty?
Oh, cool.
We will, my lord. Though I fear our involvement offers no guarantee of success. Come then. We will depart at your leisure.
Thank you. Both of you. The city is yours, First Commander.
My lord, we shall pray for your swift return.
Small little things like that are really neat. I kind of wish I'd heard what Rauban said to you, but... you know... Corporal, I've been waiting for this was also pretty good. Something missing arm. Yeah, that sounds like him, yeah. It grieves me to impose upon you in this manner, but you of all people understand the threat we now face. It is no imposition, Sir Emmerich. To Oldest and I, Ishgard is a second home. After the many battles we have fought and the bonds that we have forged, the plight of your nation has become our own. If there is aught that we can do to aid in its salvation, then pray impose us all we must. Rauban. It's like that meme. Rauban at 99.9% strength, and he's got his arm missing. Rauban at 100% strength, and he's got 2 arms. Didn't slow him down at all. Shall we be about our task then? We have no way of knowing when Nidhogg's shade will strike. We must assume that time is not our ally. Indeed, with that in mind, I've taken the liberty of dispatching a messenger to inform Mistress Sitaru that you'll be escorting me to Salmal. I confess I did not provide the exact details of our destination, as they are yet unknown to me. We will summon Heavensward at zenith in the churning mists. Yeah. 'Tis but a scratch. Ere we begin our ascent, however, I think it's best that we pay a visit to Annex Shrine. You seek an advantage in the coming negotiations? I do. I would consult with Vidofnir. I propose this in part of our concern for her condition. Were she to succumb to her wound, it could have grave consequences for our alliance. That apart, she may be able to provide insight to her sire's current state of mind. Well reasoned. To the Dramanian forelands, then. All right. Whee! I forgot to show you guys my new little dude. Anytime you summon him out, he's got a chance to be a different one. Hang on. Yeah! See if I get the white mage to come out. From that guy in Gridania that does achievement stuff. Come on. Maybe switch to a different one. There it is. Yeah. Yeah, the achievement exchange guy. He had those. He also had, whoops. He also had an airman. Whee! Not at the moment, but remind me again a little bit. Because I don't feel like I really need it right now, but it would be nice to have for later things. I'm not too concerned about it at the moment because I don't think I'll level up much tonight, but to worry about getting more abilities. Ah, 'tis the warriors of warriors and his companions. What bringeth you to mine abode? Pray forgive us for disturbing your recuperation, Vidofnir. I hope your wound does not pain you overmuch. Didst thou imagine me close to death? The thrust was deep, but not mortal. I will heal in time. Full glad am I to hear it. You were the guest of honor at our conference, and we failed in our duty of protection. On behalf of Ishgard, I apologize unreservedly. I am a dragon full grown, and thou thought to protect me, mortal. I was tempered by the fires of battle ere, and thy great-grandsire learned to crawl. Thy words do remind me of a knight whom I called friend some 1,000 years past. He swore to defend me from harm and hardship. Would that we could return to that era of peace, when man and dragon knew such comradeship. Would that our every effort to do so were not undone by an ancient rancor. For truth, there can be no peace while Needhog's shade yet lingereth. That much is plain, yet we lack the strength to banish him. Thus do we make for Salmal, to beseech the aid of your sire once more. Folly, thou knowest as well as I how he will answer. Hraesvelgur's heart remains unchanged then. A pity, but if it is a folly to hope, I am content to die a fool. As hath ever been the way with thy kind. Go then, but be warned. The Shade's presence hath driven its minions to frenzy. Thank you, Vidofnir. We shall disturb your rest no longer. Tenacity, vitality, determination, vitality, direct hit rate. It's going to be vitality, critical hit. That one. Oh, I don't have nearly enough. I just spent a whole bunch last night. Though I expected no better answer from Vidofnir, I take little pleasure from having been proven right. 'Twould seem that our presence at Zenith will be every bit as unwelcome as I'd anticipated. But what is the ire of one great worm to a trio of self-confessed fools such as ourselves? Let us begin our ascent. After you, Master Alphino. Scout ahead if you wish, Oldest. We shall join you outside Mogholm. Yeah, I'll scout right there. Yep. Walk the whole way there. Interesting character. Hasn't really done a whole lot. You're moving up with Samurai pretty quick. It looks pleasant out here. I heard tales of the world above the clouds, but never did I dream. One's mind paints pale pictures of its majesty. I hear that a lot. Few live to see such wonders. I am reminded of my first visit to this peak, when Astinian Zal yet walked at our side. Koopa Po, is that you, Oldest? Dun 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 dun. Oh. Ah, if it isn't Mog. Don't tell me you've forgotten my name, Kupo. After all we've been through together? But at least you remember me. You do remember me, don't you, Oldest? Oh, which one is it? Oh, Moghan. Phew. You seemed a bit hesitant for a moment there, but I'm sure you were just finally recalling the time we camped near Zenith, right, Kupo? Of course. I fucking knew it. I remembered. But putting our shared history to one side, what brings you and your friends to Mogholm, Kupo? Going back up to talk to those dragons again. Ah, another audience with old Hraesvelgr, huh? Well, I hope you brought the horn, Kupo. With the winds as gentle as they are, our good Lord Ludlow Tuch should reach the Great Worm's ears easily enough. That's good to hear, Moghan. Thank you. We'd best press on to Zenith, while the winds are in our favor. Also hasn't really done anything. Kind of a dick. Didn't really help us out at all. Don't really have many thoughts on some of those. Now that was unexpected, Kupo. Chieftain Moglin will want to hear about this. I knew Moglin was one of them. Needhog's a big old shithead. Yeah, I saw it. I'll come back for it later. We're not doing Blue Quest right now. We're doing story. Probably just an air current. Actually, do I have to fly? Any place I can teleport? I can't teleport. Fuck it, I'm not flying. Whee! Ooh, that is a cool full set. I didn't see that one. I like that a lot, Ace. Kind of looks like Shredder, but with a katana. I'm sure this will go about as well as it did last time. Oi. Hello. Did that not? Yeah, there we go.
Great Hraesvelga, 'tis not lightly that we beg this audience. Pray hearken to our words, for they concern the future of man and dragon both.
Your brother's a dick.
Greetings, Hraesvelga. I am Emmerich de Burrell, acting ruler of the nation of Ishgard. I am come before you to parley on behalf of my people.
Oh.
You foresaw mine intent.
Oh, the vault. Oh, okay.
Lis echniteg kasmon ikini. Lis nuan jas an es in. Salen monanesh. Undai in. Stapol iani niteg. Shines iso. Al nuofa is in. Set osk kom initeg kinan. Nosk delgan en.
We understand that in your despair at man's betrayal, you seek only the refuge of solitude. But despite your protestations of spent faith, do you not still nurture the smallest flame of hope? I do. If you claim I see falsely, then tell me, why did you consent to bear Rizel upon your back? So you do distinguish between those who acknowledge and repent their sins and those who perpetuate them. Interesting. It seems to me that you have not, in fact, lost faith in mankind as a whole. Rather, you weigh our respective merits by how we allow the past to influence our future.
Should we suffer ties of blood to bind our hands, then? Nay, if the crime is one of unconscionable evil, we must needs condemn it, even should the transgressor be our closest kin. When my father corrupted himself and his followers with the power of a primal, I beseeched the Warrior of Light to slay him, an act alike to patricide. That he did not die by my hand matters little. If anything, it heaps greater disgrace upon my name. But had my father not fallen, he would have drawn countless thousands into a holy war of hellish proportions, which I hold the greater crime. Thus did I order his execution, sparing the lives of my people and yours. Alas, your brother Worm now prepares to murder those whom I sought to spare. What is more, he has taken my comrade's body for his own. But if I must slay my dearest friend to defeat my direst foe, I will not flinch from my duty.
Thanks, Midgar Stormer. Cool dragon, but the voice doesn't match the body. I believe I spied a wyvern landing just outside the palace. It is doubtless one of the children whom Hersfelger spoke. Come, my friends, let us not keep our escort waiting. Whee! Ow. My broodmates and I will bear you to the place of your trial. Make your preparations. Ah! Get on. You in 2/8 or are you in bed for the night? I got a new sword too. Got a hilt guard. Alright. Yay! You good? Need to finish up anything before I push this button? Alright. Don't meet the requirements. You're probably too low level, aren't you? You're still samurai. There we go. I want to start getting dungeons of, like, I obviously know that they can't do that until the next expansion, but I want to start getting dungeons above 60, damn it. Cuts my move pool down and starting to cut my move pool down again because I'm getting shit that I want to do that I can't do until Stormblood. I'm starting to unlock moves that I can only use in regular fights and not in dungeons because of the cap. This is a pretty cool shot. This music is pretty good. What the fuck is that enemy? The enchanted fan? Whoa. Whee! I like that. That's fun. Oh no. Getting those horrible. Oh god, no. Yeah, I figured. The song started and I could feel my Vietnam flashbacks kicking in. Ow. Okay. That was because I got something from the chest, but that was also just really good timing. No, boy. Ow. I'm in a poor spot. Oh, it raised me next to you, thank God. Nailed it. I was behind him, and he still fucked me in the other DPS up real quick. We were on the platform behind him. Did I get that? I did not. Oh well. That was a good one. That was a pretty big one. Yeah. It was hitting hard, and then I went to run away, and I went to the platform behind him, and then he hit me from back there. I can't believe we actually talked him into it.
Your trial is ended as well, then?
What were you two off doing?
Mine was brutal beyond reckoning. Vedfalnir seems ill-acquainted with the notion of mock battles.
Significantly smaller dragons. He's also older. Oh. Is that a hint at my shortness? Judge me by my size, do you? Hmm? So we're gonna go ahead and say that the oldest and most powerful dragon was ours to deal with? Just saying. Not saying those other two dragons aren't cool and all, but... Oh, my poor ribs. Heavensward saw fit to pair me with Vidofnir, but her ferocity was such that I began to wonder if I hadn't simply imagined her injury. I take from this that your battle was rather more involved than my own. Vedfalnir seemed largely concerned with how long he could keep me rolling in the dust. Between dodging, snapping fangs, and slashing claws, I scarce had time to aim a blow. Had he truly meant to harm me, of course, I would not be standing here now. Plainly his intent was to teach. His onslaught forced me to recall my training about the speed of the dragon, his balance, his blind spots. It was, in short, a very thorough lesson. I had to fight a Moogle, and then a unicorn, and then the big dragon. Ow, Kupo. Aldous, let me begin by congratulating you on the completion of your trial. For one with a name more befitting a jester, you fight with the savagery of a rabid demon. I'm kind of insulted. That's my opinion. Just insulted my name. Do you see how my wings are kinked? Even my palm aches. After this drubbing, I fear my loyal subjects will have to bear the load of my personal choice for quite some time, Kupo. Possibly indefinitely. Son of a bitch. What? When I told you about Oldest's trial, I did not mean for the rest of us to suffer. That's triple shifts for you, Moghand. Triple? That's not fair. There's no justice, Kupo. Not at all. Da, 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 da.
Our negotiations proved rather more strenuous than I had anticipated, but the results seem well worth the effort.
The battle was indeed hard won. Thank you, my friends. I would never have earned Hraesvelga's cooperation had you not seen fit to grant me yours. 'Twas your stalwart heroism that moved the heart of the Great Worm at the last. Any gratitude I can offer is but poor reward for your continued service to Ishgard.
I just like stabbing things, dude.
'Twould seem our final reckoning with the dread worm is at hand. I only wish we had some inkling as to when he means to strike.
He's probably burning Ishgard down right now. Oh, look, there he is. He sounds pissed. I wish we knew when he was gonna come. Oh shit, he's here.
The cry heraldeth his coming. Nidhog's shade hath taken wing.
It has begun. We must away to Ishgard.
Everyone nod your head in agreement. Oh, fuck. Everyone nod your head in agreement. Ishgard will not last long against Nidhogg and his horde. We must away.
I must return to my city without delay. I'm still on the fact that this is post-game. Exactly. Because maybe going around and getting Minfilia's lunch and ironing Yita's blouse. Going out into the field and maybe killing 2 rats and then giving it to some guy at the trading post. I'm assuming those are the evil dragons. Whoa, that was sick.
Remember your training! We hold fast until the Lord Commander returns.
Yikes.
Ugh. We must hold.
She's a badass. She's hunting down dragons left and right. Come on, dude, kill one. There you go. She's got like 5 to his 1.
Reinforcements! By the Fury. That one is the size of Nidhogg.
Commander!
Showed up on the back of a fucking dragon. Let's go.
You are late, Warrior of Light.
Shut up, Artorial. That's who I thought it was for a second. I was like, these fucking sucks. But because it's Artorial, that makes it worse. Oh, hey. Nice to see you again.
Watan and by E. Still walking. Nal Uinda. Allah and Ikinfa and Kohestoin. Undo Kai Omon Ikin Kastaga Stajas Skol Hes Som Orsk Mik In Eskia In Wan Ihe Dolun Hikin Hern Esh
Oh, you done struck a nerve there. Dragon fight? Dragon fight. Dragon fight. I'm getting the fuck out of here. Gonna get my popcorn. This motherfucking dragon's wild. What the fuck? Oh, yes! This is so sick. Jesus! Whoa! It's fucking wild. You saved the franchise. Here, you can have some money. You saved the game. Saved the entire game. You can have some money. Oh! Oh, RKO out of nowhere. Fucking body slammed him. Jesus Christ. Bit him by the neck and fucking took him down. Oh. Oh, is his wing. Oh no. That's bad. I got it right here, don't I? This is so sick. Let's go, motherfucker. Coming back, Ace? See you over there, motherfucker. Let's go. this music. I'm looking forward to it. I don't know how to help you. I usually get rid of some stuff and hand it off to my retainer before I run into that problem. Ah, okay. That's good to know. Yeah, that makes sense. Then I probably can't open it. They'd probably be like, hey, all your shit's full. Somehow this feels more final bossy than the Knights of the Round. Like, that fight was cooler, but this is the type of build-up that I was talking about that I felt like KOTOR was missing. Whoa! Uh-oh. This is wild. Oh god, something fucked me up real good there. That is the best fight in the game so far. That is the best fight in the game so far. You're just gonna leave him there? I was in stack markers like 3 times. What are you talking about? I only noticed it happen a couple of times.
Estinian!
What are you gonna do? He's there. He's tied to the chair.
Is this to be mine end? Nay, I will not allow it. I am of the first brood. I am vengeance incarnate. I am Nidhogg. Thou shalt die by my hand.
This is not your hand, worm!
Thou wilt obey.
I would ask one last favor of you, Warrior of Light. Finish me, now, while I have the beast subdued!
Girls, you're both pretty.
Kill me! It is the only way! Ending Nidhogg will be my final duty!
No! You can't die like this! I won't let you!
Is that Jesus? Oh no. Giselle. Thought we were getting some of that divine Minfilia interventions. Aww. Ice Jesus and Shield Jesus. I can't help but notice they took my helmet off for this scene. Oh, that's pretty. Now that felt a lot more like a final boss. More like Ultima did. Like, the Knights of the Round were really cool, and I enjoyed the hell out of that fight, but that did not feel like a final boss. You gonna wash all that shit off your armor? It smells terrible.
The eyes! Cast them into the abyss!
Yeah, let's just throw them off this bridge. You just stab them. Just gonna throw him down this hole. No one could possibly get a hold of him there. Not like we could just destroy them.
Estinian, my ill-fated friend. Lucia, summon the healers. I want them ready to receive him.
At once, Lord Commander.
Allow me to do this much, at least.
Well, I see your wing grew back just fine.
You have my gratitude, Hraesvelga. Your deeds this day have saved a great many lives.
There is, yes. I unlocked it, and it's on my bingo card. Well, I didn't unlock it. It's a bard song. I know that because it's on my bingo card.
The battle is won. We can do no more for Estinian now than bear him home and wish him well. Even as Hraesvelga did. The rest we must trust to the hands of the healers and the grace of the gods.
Yay! We did it. Through the haze of pain I swear I sensed, but no, the past is done. We must look to the future. At long last Nidhogg is gone, his foul spirit cast out once and for all. I only pray Estinian survives the ordeal. Your battle with Nidhogg's shade will beget many an epic ballad, Oldest, and rightly so. It was without a doubt one of your most epochal victories. Though I must admit that I took greater joy in seeing you emerge from the experience unscathed. And not only for your own sake. Had you not been there to aid me, those infernal eyes would still be infused to Estinian's mail. Yet, even with Nidhogg gone, I cannot help but wonder how much of our friend remains. Let's pay a visit to Lucia and beg news of his condition. He's probably fine. I like how much my sword bounces whenever I run with it. It's like, me. Oldest, Master Alphino, my honored friends. As if winning Hraesvelga to our cause were not enough, you took it upon yourselves to rid us of his brood brother. I know not how to thank you. My own contribution was hardly noteworthy. The true saviors of the day were Oldest and Estinian. One triumphed over Nidhogg's shade through strength of arms, and the other through strength of will. And speaking of Estinian, what news of his recovery? The Azure Dragoon was conveyed to the infirmary, where he now resides under the care of our hospitaller captain. I'm told he is yet to regain consciousness. But as you know, Estinian's mind and body were held hostage for many days. We must be patient, and allow the process of healing to begin. In the meantime, you would do well to rest and recover from your own ordeals. But surely... Sir Aymeric is never long from Estinian's bedside, and I will send word the moment there are any developments. Now, if I have satisfied your concerns, I believe Lord Edmund and his sons are most eager to celebrate your return. Very well, First Commander. Come, Oldest. 'Twould seem we need to go elsewhere. I pushed the button a little bit too quickly on that. Whoops. But I get the idea. Oh, speaking of which, I should check my bingo card. I don't know if I got anything else done on it. Yeah, Psyker's Tower I did. There it is, on the bingo card. I've got Void Ark, which I don't know what that is. I've never seen that one before. I've got one of the Alexander raids, Palace of the Dead, Ultima's Bane from the Minstrel, Shiva Extreme, Leviathan Extreme, Titan Extreme, Needhog Extreme, Binding Coil turn 5, and Final Coil turn 2. So yeah, we're gonna have to pick a night to do some extreme primals. I didn't notice.
The heroes of the hour return.
We but did our duty, my lord.
Free company.
It was the memories of fallen friends and not our heroism which saw us through at the last.
I gave every ounce of my strength. Mine efforts would have counted for no one.
We still need to do one of our own.
Arrived to challenge the Great Worm. As a sworn knight of Ishgard, I had hoped to do more for my city.
Well, we cannot all be heroes, dear brother. Let us put away our pride for a moment and revel in the valiant deeds of our comrade. For your sterling service to Ishgard, we salute you.
We still need to do our own free company,
and while
boys.
We're on the subject of valiant deeds. I believe I myself have earned some small measure of recognition. Under my watchful command, the ballistas of the Outer Ward struck down a veritable swarm of Dravanian invaders.
My lord's command was certainly watchful. He bravely watched as the siege crews took aim, and continued to watch as countless wyverns met their end. Indeed, the ward's defenders proved so well drilled that my lord had little occasion to stop watching.
There will be time enough to determine who is most deserving of recognition later. Our friends are doubtless weary from their exertions. I had chambers prepared in expectation of your return. You are welcome to retire at your leisure.
I am most grateful for your hospitality, my lord, but I believe I shall pay a visit to the Temple Knight's Infirmary. Pray excuse me.
Do you think Alphino has a thing for Estinian?
Our master Alphino has grown. The plight of his stricken brother-in-arms pains him more than his own hurts. In which respect he has come to resemble you, warrior of light.
Nah!
Visit the Azure Dragoon, and grant him what comfort you may.
Yeah, we won't really know until we try it. I don't know, I don't really know too much about it because I've never been in one. Which is worth a look, I suppose, you know. Oldest, my friend, what can I do for the savior of Ishgard? You seek Master Alphino? He came to relieve me of my vigil a short while ago. When he begged to sit at Asinian's side, I could not well refuse him. Though he would sooner faint than admit it, the boy must be exhausted by House Vager's trial and all that followed. Asinian is blessed to have such devoted comrades. I'd imagine it wouldn't let you. By the way, I never opened this. Not that I can use them anyway. Oh, I forgot I picked this up too. Yeah. Where was that? Yeah, Mask of Aiming, that's not for me. A wind-up Imric. And a coat. My own friendship with Asinian began some 10 years past, shortly after we joined the Temple Knights. I learned his name soon enough, but Asinian barely registered my existence. It was less a fellow recruit and more of a shadow which occasionally darkened his path. And so I might have remained, had fate not seen fit to intervene. While on a patrol, our company was set upon by a dragon. Blah, blah, blah. And we were the only two to survive. The experience forged a bond between us, as such life-threatening situations are wont to do. Despite our friendship, he remained an intense and solitary youth, wholly obsessed with claiming vengeance against Nidhogg. Revenge was ever at the forefront of his mind. Revenge for the death of his parents, revenge for his younger brother. I'd venture that in Alphino he sees something of his lost sibling, and in the urgent, ungentle childings of Estinian, Alphino has found the elder brother he never had. Truth be told, Estinian's tactless observations have saved me from disaster more than once, and I can well understand Alphino's affection for him. He's a friend for whom I would gladly... Lord Commander, your presence is required in the infirmary. Is he? Tell them I'm on my way. Quickly, oldest, we must go to him. Upon proceeding to the infirmary, several cutscenes will play in sequence. It is recommended that you set aside sufficient time to view these scenes in their entirety. I'm gonna take a small bathroom break first. Be right back. This is surely not the end of the post game, is it? Cat, what are you doing? Meow.
Estinian.
That is some gorgeous hair that motherfucker has. Ooh. Brotherly bond.
Cease your mewling, boy. It grates my ears.
Forgive me. When I saw you awaken, I could not... It was such a relief. We feared you might never wake up.
Now, Estinian. If Master Alphino thought any less of you, you would still be Nidhogg's plaything. Or dead.
Or both.
Aye, 'twas but a jest. I thank you, Alphino. And you too, Warrior of Light. Quite how you managed to persuade Hraesvogr to aid in his brood brother's downfall I cannot imagine. But full glad am I that you did. Yet again, you have achieved the impossible.
I, for my part, owe you an apology. When last we met, I did willingly loose an arrow at your heart. Can you forgive me?
In fairness, I was part dragon,
There is
so...
naught to forgive, Hameric. You but acted in defense of Ishgard as is your duty. Were you any less single-minded about it, I would not follow you into battle, nor trust you at my back. Besides, I had come to the selfsame conclusion, that I would have to perish for Nidhogg to be stopped. So let us dispense with the hand-wringing. I have heard enough mewling for one day.
Oh!
The tendrils of Nidhogg's foul presence bound up every fiber of my being, usurping my senses, but I yet retained some trace of awareness.
That must be the most horrible thing ever. Watching yourself fuck everything up, not being able to stop it.
The worm's mind was as a vast and tumultuous sea. Endlessly its black waters churned, his grief and despair at Ratatoska's murder never calming, never receding. Driven by this surging current came wave upon wave of unrelenting rancor. It was the very image of my own heart. There I saw the dark reflection of the hatred I felt after Nidhogg slew my family. When no path remained save vengeance against dragonkind. Neither one of us had a choice. But I was blessed with something Nidhogg was not. Comrades and teachers to console and admonish me. Had I not had them to gainsay my obsession, it would surely have consumed me as Nidhogg's did him, and we would have been in all respects alike. His shade is banished, his spirit scattered upon a sea of clouds. I feel no joy at his passing. Where once I craved vengeance, I now crave rest. Lord Commander, my hunt is at an end. I would lay down the mantle of Azure Dragoon.
My friend.
He has tired himself with too many words. I doubt not that he will make a full recovery, but he must be allowed some few days of quiet.
Okay.
I too must see my path to its end. Sleep well, my friend.
Following the battle with Nidhogg on the Steps of Faith, Sir Emeric called an assembly that he might make his final proclamation as acting head of state. 'Twas there, with one decree, that the 1,000-year rule of the archbishops was ended, paving the way for a new republic. The governance of Ishgard would now be placed in the hands of high and lowborn alike, their ranks represented by the newly founded House of Lords and House of Commons. Church was separated from state. The foundation for change had been carefully laid, and the reforms proposed by Ishgard's new government passed into law without incident. His duty done, Emeric de Burrell gladly stepped down from the Archbishop's case.
As it should be.
Only to be raised unto the highest seat in the House of Lords.
I was raised Catholic, and even I know it's not a good idea to have,
He strove at first to refuse this honor. The unexpectedly strident voice of the Count de Durandare left him little choice but to accept.
Well, I wasn't going to stop.
And so it was that the winds of gentle revolution came to stir.
No, this feels like the end of the expansion. Everything that I said about Knights of the Round was true. That it didn't feel like it had a good build-up or lead-up to its final moments. But that did. That felt like the real ending. And the fact that it was added in post is kind of shocking to me.
Prominent among the many honored guests at Sir Emeric's investiture were the ambassadors of Dragonkind, a fitting symbol of Ishgard's newfound peace.
As cool as that fight was, it just felt like it kind of happened suddenly and without much build up. The Archbishop didn't feel like he didn't feel like a big enough antagonist like Nidhogg did.
The people looked on in awe as he soared through the heavens on Dragonback. And by their cheers did they hail him an Azure Dragoon for a new age.
I'm okay with that. Probably his dead younger sibling, I'd guess. He's gonna go put flowers on their grave.
Thus were the notes of the dragon song rewritten. The din of war, giving way to a rising litany of peace and hope.
What wing got bet off? I'm not really sitting in that seat real well. I'm like kind of hovering over it. My character might be a little bit too short to ride that dragon. I mean, you're not wrong that it's quite novel for an MMO, but that's... It wouldn't feel like Final Fantasy if it didn't have a grand story, in my opinion. That's something I feel like they always excel at, if you know, you pretend 13 doesn't exist. Still got blood all over that helmet. Probably stinks like shit. Should really wash that off. But I mean, you're not using it anymore, so it doesn't really matter, I guess. It's just gonna stink up the place. That wasn't even that long. Here I put my feet up and set my controller down and everything, and I was expecting significantly longer cutscene than that. Yeah. I was gazing out at the sea of clouds, in an all too rare moment of idleness, when I chanced to behold a certain hero wending his way towards the city on Dragonback. Welcome home, Oldest. I think it did. I think it did. Nay, 'twas no grave matter that moved me to greet you in person. Between you and me I merely sought respite from the pressures of office. No sooner do I surrender my role as temporary head of state than I am burdened with a position more permanent responsibility. I fancy that it echoes in some small measure to the way you must feel when your improbable feats of heroism are rewarded with still more impossible challenges. The myth which guided our society for generations lies in tatters. I am then to be scorned for building upon the system of nobility that I once sought to tear down? And what strange jest is this that places me at its pinnacle, an archbishop's bastard at the head of House of Lords? But these questions are for me to answer. It is not a man's nature to change overnight. This I learned through painful experience, and it was this hard lesson which convinced me to take the path in which we now follow. Even as we rebuild the bridge between man and dragon, so must we imagine Ishgard, one carefully placed stone at a time. We must remember that it is not for us that we lay this groundwork, but for the men and women that our children will become. May their towers rise proudly from the fundament of our legacy. I hear word from Captain Whitecap that Athenian has vanished from his sick room. His willfulness survives undiminished. Should you ever happen upon our unmannerly friend on your travels, pray assure him that I shall keep Ishgard safe until he deigns to come home. Thank you, Oldest, and please convey my warmest regard to Master Alphonel. What do you have? The node! Oldest, I was looking for you, or rather your friend Reg was. Left the most puzzling message he did, with instructions to convey to you verbatim. He requests your presence at the Aetherochemical Research Facility in Aziz Lea for a project of the utmost secrecy. Sounds like nonsense to my ears, but he assured me that you would grasp his intent. Well, that is the message, and now I've delivered it. Yes, you have, and I'm not going to do that right now, but I'm also going to go... I want that node later. I'll do that later, when I'm not on stream, probably. What I want to do now is... go talk to my bard friend. And unlock Extreme Nidhogg. Then we'll keep going for probably about another half an hour-ish. Oh. Huh. Maybe I have to finish more. Okay. It's been getting pretty good. Like I was telling Claudio, I don't know if you heard, that felt more like Ultima did with its build-up and more threatening, like, final boss. That I feel like that was more like the ending of Heavensward than the fight with the Knights of the Round War. Even if, you know, that fight was super cool, which it was, that felt more end-cappy, you know, like, that's it, we're done, this is the finale, you know? You spoke with Sir Emmerich? I don't envy his new position. Ishgard has chosen a new road, but one littered with detritus? The detritus of 1,000 years of broken faith. You see, that's an example of who fucking says that? What the fuck's a detritus? Like, I mean, I can figure it out through the context clues of the sentence, but like, no one uses that word. Yet though her people may stumble from time to time, I know of none better than Sir Emmerich to lead the march of progress. As for us, there remains the small matter of ushering in a new dawn in the shadows of inscrutable Asian machinations and seemingly endless procession of primals. But we too must walk our chosen path, no matter how treacherous the footing. I agree. In the wake of Ishgard's governmental reform, new airship routes have been sanctioned. You may now travel to a selection of distant locales from the landing in Ishgard. Neat. Yeah, pretty much. Thou hast better remove the detritus. Like, it's just words that you think they had, like, the translator had a fucking a thesaurus on hand for this. Like, gotta come up with some big fancy words. Thank you, bland hearts. Nay, you need not remain there. We shall rendezvous at the usual place. I am evil. All is proceeding as expected, then. Aye, there's naught to concern us, aside from one overly curious mouse. This way. Him again. It is of no moment. They will play their part, and we will play ours. Evil. Evil. I'll get you, Gadget. Channel my inner Dr. Claw from Inspector Gadget. Enlisted gray mist give way to azure skies. Man and dragon rise above, voices join in song. But beneath the shroud of bows and beyond the scope of light, shadow stirs. Well, of course it does. A new chapter of New Game Plus has been added. Good. I want to see what my new coat looks like. Oh damn, that's fancy. Hang on, I can build a look out of this. Whoa, 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 whoa. I think we go with the eye patch. Or the hat. Ugh. Eye patch. And then we need to change the feet. Whoops. Nope. 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 Ah, that's probably fine. Whoops, that wasn't the right one. Which one was it? The Hellfire one, yeah. Why do I have two of these? Where is it? I mean... Hellfire. I quite like this look a lot, actually. I think I'll remove the glamour on this. There we go, that's better. Anyway, I don't want to say that it is not part of the main franchise, because it is in a way. But I still feel like that it's so different. Like, you could say 15 is different too, because it is. But at least that's still a single-player RPG, action or otherwise. This is a completely different genre. I don't know. Certainly does the plot of FF very well. Yeah. And I mean, does it really matter if you don't consider it mainline or not? It's still good. Mainline doesn't really mean anything. Master of Cheese, you've come at a most excellent time. An invitation from a truly preeminent personage was delivered to the manor but a short while ago. Would that you had been present to receive it. But in any event, Sir Emmerich de Borel, Lord Speaker of the House of Lords, Lord Commander of the Temple Knights, and Viscount of House Borel, cordially invites Master Chief to come dine with him at his estate. You seem surprised. The message assured me that his lord had broached the subject with you at an earlier date, when the arrangements for the peace conference were still being finalized. Of course, the intervening moons afforded little opportunity for leisure, but with happy advent of peace, 'tis the plain the Lord Commander sees no further cause to delay. What say you? To be honest, I'd rather not. Indeed, who would not? You forgive me if I seem envious. Just send word to your acceptance to Borel Manor at once. When you're ready, pray, report to the Astrologicum. I have some escort to the rest of the way. Guys, I'm going to the Lord Commander's house for dinner. I forgot to, Well, now I gotta make sure I wear my fancy new coat. I think this looks great, by the way. Everything about this is fancy. Ouch. Whee! Oh, I forgot to... What the fuck does that do? I don't know what any of these do either. This thing. Yay. I'm glad that I have those stars now. Is it good for anything, or is it just for fucking around? Like, I don't understand their purpose. Maybe Ace does. But, I don't know what that's for. Doesn't look like I have much else in here. Should check all these cards. What in the hell is this for? Why does it do that? Is it good for anything? Should I not do that? Is it just for fucking around? Doesn't seem like it does anything. Ah, that makes sense. Greetings and well met, Master Chiefs. I have the honor and privilege to serve as head steward of House Borel, though admittedly our staff is somewhat smaller than those of other noble families, being countable on one hand. My lord will be overjoyed to hear that you have accepted his invitation, and soon you will see we have spared no expense. I dare say a man of action such as yourself enjoys nary a moment's respite. Aye, the battlefield beckons even now, I'm sure. But for this day, we bid you lay down your burdens and raise a glass to peace and prosperity. Yes, quite. Giles, fetch the wine. They even have candlelight and everything. This is real subtle.
To think the Moogles would prove such harsh taskmasters. Forgive me. I did not know you had suffered so in your quest for the horn.
Yeah, they made me find balls and shit. This one dude lost his paper. It was wild. Crazy shit.
I must say, your spirited accounts always come as a welcome change from the arid reports which fill my days.
Did I tell you about the time Sid fed me to a whale? That was pretty crazy, too. Last time I had wine, there was drugs in it. I guess that was a mug of coffee or something. Maybe. Oh, there we go. Yeah, that's the stuff that's got the poison in it.
Though I have lived in these lands my entire life, to hear you speak of them, there is much and more I have yet to see. Truly, yours was a marvelous journey.
Yeah, there was some wild shit, man. Like I said, Sid fed me to a whale one time. Oh. Well, it wasn't all sunshine and lemon cakes, I'm Rick. I'm gonna ask him out on a date.
Well, truth be told, when I think back on the sweeping vistas of the churning mists, I do feel some slight pangs of wanderlust. Alas, much as I would like to accept your invitation, I fear my present duties with the House of Lords demand my undivided attention. Someday, perhaps.
I just got shot down. There will be no date number 2, thank you.
You have helped us to lay the foundation for lasting reform. The formation of the Republic is but the beginning, for it is not only our system of governance which must needs change. We, the people, must learn to let go of our hatreds and rise above our bloody past. I only pray that I live long enough to see us achieve some measure of success, that I might know the lost did not die in vain. I can still see you there on the steps of faith, striding fearlessly towards the worm. If you could do that, who are we to balk at the challenges ahead?
You know what I mean? I'm pretty crazy. I've done Sid fed me to a whale. Did you miss that part?
The question of how best to strengthen ties with the other great nations of Eorzea has been debated at length in the
I'm out of my mind
of late. As you may imagine, maintaining stability during this period of historic upheaval is our paramount concern. Nevertheless, we are greatly indebted to the Alliance for their support during the Grand Melee, and it would be remiss of us not to repay their faith in kind. Of course, we owe you the greatest debt of all, and it is my hope that in extending our support to you and the Scions, we might also express our gratitude to our neighbors, nay, our fellow Eorzeans, whom we pray you will continue to protect.
Kind of what I do.
The lords and commons agree on very little, but not a soul in either house begrudges your order this offer of patronage. For all you have done and will do, we thank you.
Got my eyes on him just in case he starts
May I
acting
ask a
funky.
personal question?
Ah.
Now that the dust has settled, what will you do? Not as a scion, I mean, but what do you want for yourself?
I just like stabbing stuff, dude. Point my samurai sword in me in the direction of the next bad guy.
Lord Commander, pray forgive the interruption.
News from House Fulton.
An urgent message for the Warrior of Light. I was instructed to deliver it without delay. Master Thancred returned to the manor a short time ago, bearing an injured maiden. Master Leveilleur and Mistress Tataru are tending to her wounds, but they like not her chances. Respectfully, my lord, they have requested the Warrior of Light's immediate presence.
I haven't finished my fish yet.
You must go to them, my friend, and I shall go with you.
Can I get a to-go bag? That's cool.
For every ending marks a new beginning.
That's a different voice. Can I take the rest of that fish with me? That was delicious.
From tragedy and sacrifice, we rise to greet a new dawn, as did he.
I can only assume that if Thancred was running away with someone that looked like Alpha now,
only to be
that it was his
drawn onto
sister.
Another battlefield, another cause, as if by fate.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm getting 2 Houston DPS queues. Waiting number 47. Hell yeah! That's why I find it so funny that when we were lining up to do the Bahamut coils last night. Hey Ace, I see you over there. Hi. Hi. I like your samurai outfit. You like my new coat? I think we might have the same sword right now. Motherfucker up here playing Baby Shark. Dun 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 dun. That's funny. All right. In here. That's fucking hilarious. Dude's playing Baby Shark on the harp. I told Peach I want him to learn Freebird. Anyway, here's Wonderwall. I was right.
Yes.
Is that Alize, Alphino's twin sister?
Alize. That's how you pronounce it.
She ran afoul of the Warriors of Darkness. I had been tracking them since the ceremony at Falcon's Nest. Little did I know I was not the only one. Evidently, she had learned of their activities and attempted to shadow them on her own. poorly. I rescued her in the Twelveswood, and together we fled north. But though I made every effort to cover our tracks, they caught up with us on the Ishgardian border. And in the ensuing struggle, Elise took an arrow to the shoulder. It was only after we had made good our escape that I realized it was poisoned.
Those bastards.
Thank you for coming so quickly. And you, Sir Emmerich.
Think nothing of it. How is she?
Yeah, I give a lot of them to my guy to hold.
We have done all we can
Or
for
sell
now.
them.
Although the immediate danger has passed, the poison yet lingers in her blood.
She'll be fine.
We came to Eorzea together, hoping to bring salvation to the realm our grandfather gave his life to protect. But when confronted with the bitter realities of its politics and its petty powermongers, she was driven to anger and to doubt. She refused to become embroiled in what she termed Eorzea's squabbles and distance herself from the Scions. Though she remained hopeful of a brighter future, she would walk her own path. Would that it had not been so perilous. For all our differences, she is as dedicated as any Scion to the salvation of Eorzea. But more than that, she is my sister.
So
to
she
be
is.
reunited with her, only to lose her forever. Gods, even to speak the words.
She'll be fine.
Take heart, Master Alphino. She will be attended by our most skilled chirurgeons. Bear Mistress Leveilleur to the infirmary at once. Apprise Captain Whitecape of the situation, and inform him that she is to be treated as my personal charge.
Wait, don't go. Please, come closer.
Oh, my fucking shoulder. There's poison in there. You don't need to bend down.
The warriors of darkness are in league with the Ascians. Slaughtering the primals is but the first step in their plan. They make for Zelvatol to bring about Garuda's summoning and to kill her. You must stop them.
I shall inform the others at once.
Master Thancred, I would ask that you accompany Mistress Leveilleur to the infirmary. Your knowledge of her injuries may well prove useful in determining her treatment.
Of course.
Surely they won't let her. Yes, I know. We must trust in Captain Whitecape and his chirurgeons. Do they not bring Estinian back from the very brink of death? I'm uncomfortably reminded of how he mocked me for praying at his bedside for days on end. What say you, my friend? Shall we turn our attention to a matter whose conclusion we have yet the power to influence? I suppose. I'll do one more quest, I think. The Warriors of Darkness and the Ascians are conspiring to bring about Garuda's summoning, that they might put her to the sword. Then when we first encountered them in Loth Astgnath, they were confronting Ravana. Gods, has this been their aim all along? What do you intend to do, Master Alphino? There's much and more I do not understand, but I know this: a primal summoning cannot be ignored. Alice risked her life to uncover this plot, and we squander her gift at our peril, Oldest. Will you accompany me to Zalfatal and help me stop Ixal's ritual? Yeah. Given that Ishgard shares a border with the Ixal homeworld, we have vested interest in the outcome of this ritual. We have been willing to suffer the Beastmen's intrusions into the Korthian lands to a point, but summoning of a primal is an escalation we cannot abide. We should have the fastest airship, Master Alphanode. The mountains of Zetafall are not easily traversed, and this endeavor demands all haste. The Jesters must appreciate it, Sir Emmerich, but I fear an aerial approach is destined to fail. This is their homeland, after all, and these dirigibles are not to be underestimated. No, experience tells me the only conceivable approach is by land. I believe it would be wiser to cross into Zetafall by way of the mountain pass east of Camp Dragonhead. In that case, I shall send instructions for the contingent of the camp's knights to be placed at your disposal. They'll secure you safe passage through the mountains and escort you there, to Zetafall. Though my men are unqualified to confront a primal, they are more than capable of contending with the Ixal. We should be glad of their assistance, Lord Edmund. In the event Mistress Elise regains consciousness, we will share with you any additional information she may provide. May the Fury watch over and keep you safe. Thanks, man. Let's be off. Have you everything required then? Excellent. The entrance of the pass is Natalan to do the east camp at Dragonhead. Only go to okay. We need but walk through. Sounds good to me. Whee! Ouch. Suppose I should fly my air, man. As you can see, the gate is ours. Be advised that our scouts are reporting increased activity at the first mountain. Simply put, they are up to something, and they don't want anyone interfering. We stand ready to escort you to Zetafall and aid you as you see fit. Given the numbers we are likely to encounter, a two-pronged approach may be best. While Nice and I feign a larger attack to draw the Ixal's attention, I suggest you and yours attempt to slip past their defenses and locate the site of the summoning ritual. Sounds good to me. Oh, it's a duty. Who wants in? It's probably the last thing I do tonight. You want to come 2-Ace, or are you about to call it? I mean, if neither of you guys wants to do it, I'll gladly wait. Oh, you logged out already. Oh, I didn't realize. Never leave the party before you do, so I never know. How long will it take to do it myself? How long will I have to wait, rather? 13 minutes. Nah, I'll hold off. We'll do it another time. Whoops. Damn it. There we go. Now then. I want to show you something first, though. I'll go to... Nah, I think the one in. Doom, doom, doom. That might have been faster to walk. You made fun of how the Owl Ra fell asleep. You need to see how the Lalafell falls asleep. And wakes up, for that matter. Ugh. Gonna be a little chicken. Wait. Yeah, let's get a snow coat. And now he's gonna wake up. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Then I'm gonna go fuck up a big dragon. He'll do it too. He'll fuck the shit out of that dragon. I mean... Alright. Well, that's gonna do it for me for the night. I know, it's barely shorter. It's up to my chest. Like, hey, how's it going? What other minions did I get? Oh, I just got a new one. Did I claim it? Yeah, I did. It was Emmerich. Oh, and I have this Odin one now too. I could ride that horse. Look at him go. And then I got Archfont's there. Where's that? There he is. Look at that guy. I love him. We keep things fun and fresh with our positive vibes. Join our free company. No, I'm good. And then I have this, the cursor, which might be one of my favorite ones. Comfy feather bed. No, I don't have an animo. Oops. I have the bomb, a more ball, a little fawn, a dust bunny, buffalo, page 63, a slime puddle, a demon brick, a goobrew, a dodo, Poro-Rago, Odin, Alphino, Sid, Harsh Fawn, the airship, Midgar-Sormer, Gilgamesh, Hein? And someone handed me whoever this was. Like while I was standing around, I was standing around. Okay, let me tell you about this. I was standing around in the middle of Ethernet waiting for something to load. And someone handed it to me in a trade, just handed it to me. They must have had an extra one or something. I don't know. Some random person just handed it to me. Yeah! If you haven't redeemed them, I guess. Like, you wouldn't be able to do it now, but if it's in your inventory before you redeem it. I figured as much. He looks like it. Can I do anything with this? Oh, I have to use them. I thought that's what that was. I don't know. You listen to them in here. And we can watch cutscenes in here. There's a mini game here? In the toy chest, you mean? I have not unlocked any mini games. I remember what I was gonna do. It didn't look like I got anything good. Alright. Yeah. I was telling Claudio, someone gave me, whoever this guy is from Stormblood. Yeah, you gotta give the item. Someone gave me this guy from Stormblood while I was just standing around in the plaza today. They just needed a trade and plopped him in my inventory, and I was like, yeah, sure. I did. If we are to believe the slurred ravings of a self-proclaimed goblin theologian deep in his cups, this seemingly inconspicuous white glove is actually the hand of fate, by which all of us are controlled from a dimension beyond the aether. That's funny. Ancient records show that almost every astral area has had its own warriors of light, brave souls who appeared before forthcoming disasters to unite the people of that time, only to disappear once again as a catastrophe rained down from the heavens. I saw Ozma was a mount too, I think. Good. You're getting there. You and I have the same sword equipped right now too, because I think this matches that coat real nice. Anyway, I'm going to stop the stream there because I need to go to sleep. You kids have fun now. It is unknowable. You can't know Ozma. You're not allowed to know that there's a mount or what it looks like. Untangible, unknowable, unthinkable. We don't even think about Ozma. It's just you lose your mind. Yeah, but the description in, like, was it the manual or something that was like, It's unimaginable, untangible, unknown. It's just like a big ball. Cat, what are you getting into? Meow. Anyway. Oh, I'll show Ace too since he's here now. Look at how the Lalafell gets in bed, since you're making fun of my All-Ra getting into bed. Like, yeah, now we're gonna do like this. Thud. And now I'm gonna wake up. Super balls. Yeah, you're not wrong. Whee! Time to go kill God. Alright. I'm off. Good night, you two. No fighting while I'm gone. I was upset. Love you both. Smooches. Night, guys.